All right, nice.
Natural, authentic, creative, independent.
What's good, y'all? We in the building. We finna give it a couple minutes where we get the live started. We're gonna get the live started. It's about 8:39 now. Let's just say 8:40. We go about 8:45. Get a live a good time to get people up in here. If you're tapping in, hit that like button. Or not tapping in live, still hit the like button. It don't matter. We're trying to get in that algorithm. We got a good one for y'all today, man. Trust me, we got a good one for y'all today. We're going to talk about a lot of different things. As you can see from the title, we're going to do a deep dive on some of these conspiracies. And a lot of this is just for entertainment purposes only. It's not for educational purposes. So do your own research. Don't stand serious. I'm just trying to entertain y'all. But with that being said, we are going to follow YouTube guidelines. So definitely tap in, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the stream. And we about to get right to it in about 5 minutes. All right, what's good, world? It's your boy Juice Taylor in the building. I don't know if y'all tapped into the beginning, but I'm gonna just repeat it for y'all who just tuning in. Welcome to the live. We about to get it popping. We about to do a deep dive on some of the conspiracies, some of the some of the conspiracies you might have never heard of before. Because I know certainly when I first heard it, I had never heard of it. We're gonna talk about a little bit of music, what we got going on as I'm gonna talk about what I got going on and as what we got going on as a whole, as YSG. So y'all make sure y'all tune into the live, share the live, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on notification bell so you make sure you always update it when we drop a new stream. Because we doing this about 4 times a week right now. Now, don't quote me on that because it may be more. Well, but we're gonna at least give you 4. So with that being said, I'm gonna just jump right into it. This video is for education. I keep saying educational purposes, but this video is for entertainment purposes only. So do your own research. Use your own discernment. I'm not here to persuade nobody which way or the other way. I'm just here to talk my stuff and enjoy my night before I got to go to bed and do the same thing all over again, just like the rest of y'all. So now the first thing I want to jump into, I don't know if y'all have ever heard of this, but don't take my word for it. Do your own research. But have y'all ever thought about why is it that certain people are and it's not universal. Some people may contribute it to genetics, but some people look way younger than what they really are. I mean, yeah, now some of that can be genetics, some of that can be because people take care of themselves. There's a lot of factors that can go into being older but looking much younger. But have you ever thought about this though? What if time is something that we've been lied to about the whole time? Let's just put it that way. I'm not going to dive too deep on it because I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all who tuned in may already know this. But time is like, when you think about time, what is it really? It's what? I mean, it is a good way to keep things organized. I mean, time makes sense for a lot of reasons, but have you ever thought about like the time when time didn't exist? When nobody had a watch, when nobody was keeping time, when people just woke up because they heard roosters or because they seen the sun setting, or I mean sun rising. So like I just want to say that to give a little bit of context for what I'm about to jump into next. So what if the age you think you are, what if you're not that age? Because think about it, if time never existed, how would you know how old you were? What would you go by? What calendar would you use if calendars didn't exist? Or if time didn't exist? How would you truly know how old you really are? So when you think about that and you do a little bit of research, you get to thinking, time really doesn't make any sense. Time is basically put there as a way that I mean, for entertainment purposes only, as a way to keep people in line, to keep people following some type of order. Because I mean, if they stop time today, it'd be chaos. But what if you stop time when time, I mean, what if time never existed? Then it would be no time to stop. So nobody would notice, you know, and I wonder if when time was originally created, how did the people of those days feel? Did they agree with time? Did they feel like time was something they needed? Or were they perfectly fine the way they were? Like that's a question we could only ask people of those times. Unfortunately, probably those type of documents are erased from the face of the earth or hidden somewhere that we'll never see, of course. But when you think about it, you have to break it down and you ask yourself, like, that's really the true question. I know I asked it once, maybe even twice. If time didn't exist, how old would you really be? Do you think you'll be older than what our calendar is telling you? Or do you think you'll be younger? Would you be one of them people like me? I feel like I'm 39 years old. I don't feel like I look 39. And most people around me that are my age, most of them don't look their age. Like, now there are a few people, which I spoke to my boy about this, and I'm like, but what about the people that's 39 that do look 39? Like, what the fuck happened to them? Like, did did the calendar skip them? But we both agreed that it could either be people lifestyles, but we also had this other idea. What if there are some people caught in a time loop? I mean, stick with me now. Stay with me now. Listen, hear me out. You walk around everyday life, everybody you see, you can touch them, you can dap them up, interact with them. So yes, when I say time loop, I don't mean like you're just this person who's walking around that nobody can see. I don't mean it in that sense. But I mean, what if somehow, some way, your aura or your energy field, whatever makes you got caught in that, but you're still amongst the rest of the regular others. Who knows? I mean, do your own research. I mean, science will teach you a lot of things, but there's a lot of fake shit out there too. Let's just be honest about it. It's a lot of fake shit out there too. And it's some shit that's real, but has fake facts added into it to make it, you know what I'm saying? So you really got to use your own judgment when you taking advice from anybody. Shit, even me. I'm not a professional on none of this shit. I don't got no college degrees, no PhDs. You know what I'm saying? I almost had to get a GED, but I stuck it out and got my high school diploma, made it work, made it happen. You know what I'm saying? But y'all just gotta like do your own research on that. And I know you're still gonna have to conduct yourself using time and calendars and dates because now we're so accustomed to it. It's like, how could you not? But just keep that thought in mind and just think to yourself sometime. Yes, it's probably because I work out, eat good, and all that. But what if instead of you being 30, you're really 22? You get me? Because time, you know what I'm saying? Entertainment purposes only. Do your own research. Because that was deep. That one hit me right there. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna. I ain't gonna dwell on it too long, but I just wanted to give y'all something to think about for you people that's out there saying, some of y'all that's 37 and 38, talking about, oh, I'm getting old, I'm getting old. Nigga, chill out. That's not old, bro. Or maybe I'm saying that because I'm 39. So, but am I really 39? But I ain't gonna stick around that too long. I just definitely wanted to put that out there just to make y'all think, something to wake y'all up a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? Wake the live up a little bit. Drop in the comments what you think. If time didn't exist, let me know in the comments. How old do you really think you would be? I mean, use whatever math you want to use. You know what date you were born on? You know, I mean, that's really all. I mean, what? I mean, you can't use the date if the date didn't exist. So would you even have a birthday? How would people know their birthday? I mean, I think people just lived their life. Nobody celebrated these things. I mean, I don't mean to jump back into it, but that was the one part of it I forgot to tap on. Like, there would be no holidays, there would be no birthdays. People would just live their life and take care of their families and love one another. It wouldn't even be a rush to get nothing done. I mean, what would the rush be? What you gonna be late for? No time. How you gonna miss an anniversary? No dates. So you just love your woman every day, like it's your anniversary. You treat your kids like it's their birthday. You know, like things probably was like it probably was less crime because the everyday struggle of life basically it revolves around time. Oh, I gotta hurry up and get this done, or this is gonna happen. You know what I mean? I mean, shit. I wish the date didn't exist. Then the damn bills, we wouldn't know when the bills was coming. Shit. They can have these damn dates. Shit. Bill man wouldn't know when to bill me. Shit. You know, they gonna find a way. Shit. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. They gonna find a way. They gonna find a way to bill your ass. And y'all know I usually be on camera, but we're getting my 420 on. And I really didn't plan on making this live that long anyway. So it is what it is. Just rock out with your boy and enjoy. Cause we not done. We got a few other things we want to tap on. Cause something that's a little spin-off of what we were just talking about, like I was having this discussion a little bit earlier, and we were discussing the origin of the skin tones, black and white. And you got the light skins, you got the real blacks, you got the real whites. Like there's so many different stories surrounding how certain people came about. Do your own research on that. I ain't gonna dive too deep. But at the end of the day, look at it this way. At one point in time, based on my research, now you don't have to agree with me, but at one point in time, everybody was one color. Everybody was one color. And that color that I'm talking about, yes, it is melanin, copper, copper tone poppy. You know what I'm saying? Caramel skin Keisha, them colors. And it's a lot of variations of this skin tone we have. Because a black woman can birth any color. If you really look at it, I've seen real light skinned kids, mama and daddy black. Daddy had to get the DNA test because he ain't trusted. He like, oh hell no. Nah. Fuck you think this is? You are the daddy. So the black woman can birth any color. But to me, that still wouldn't explain all these different variations of people. Now you hear stories about um an advanced civilization coming down here and genetically modifying us. Or maybe they were already here while I said coming down here. they may have already been here. Could have came from above, could have came from below, could have already fucking been here. We don't know. We just got to go based on what they tell us for entertainment purposes only. But so this advanced civilization comes down here or gets here, however they arrive, tinker with the genetic code. Looking to accomplish what? I don't know. What they were trying to accomplish, I don't know. Do your own research. If you've done your research, you know. But who knows if the research is real? So I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to just let y'all do your own research. But when you look at it, them tinkering with genetics, modifying whatever they modified, I'm pretty sure, or maybe if they were so advanced, no. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some trial and some error. When you try to modify the genetics of something, it's always going to be a challenge because now you're trying to play God. So, with that being said, wouldn't you believe that there were probably some times where it was some shit roaming this earth? We didn't know what the fuck it was. If we would have seen it today, hey, niggas would have been out of here. So at the end of the day, that's one of the things I thought about. Like, is that how we got so many different variations of these very, very lighter complected people? It's due to genetic modifying. I don't know. Shit, I don't know. I'm asking y'all. I'm not telling y'all. I'm asking y'all. Shit, I don't know. But it was a good point to bring up because those are one of the things that's like some of the shit I think about at night. Like, you know how anxiety keep people from sleeping and shit sometime, and you can't really doze off because your mind racing and you thinking about a million and one fucking things. I think about silly, goofy shit like that. Because sometimes it just blows your mind, the things you come across doing research. You just never fucking know. You just never know what's real and what's fake at the same time. So you have to definitely use your discernment. Everything you see ain't real. Most of what you hear ain't real shit. Everything you see and hear ain't real shit. Nowadays, shit, some of the shit you touch ain't real. You might got a broad with a BBL. You know what I'm saying? You won't know. You won't know if she. I mean, well, you would know most of the time, but you touching it and you grabbing it, it feel real. You ask her, is it real? She say, yeah. You gonna be like, oh shit, damn. 9 times out of 10, she gonna tell you though. She gonna make no. I'm just playing. I got it done. You know what I'm saying? They gonna let you know. They gonna let you know. But you know what I'm saying? That's how fucked up it is. You're trying to grow, you know what I'm saying? You remember back in the, well, not back in the day. This shit still happening today. It might be somebody doing this shit right now. When you're doing your thing with your lady, you know what I'm saying? You grab that hair. Hey, that bitch might come off now. Shit. You doing your thing and that bitch pop off. So you definitely have to do your research on everything because this shit is wild out here. And another thing that now this on a whole nother topic. We're gonna get to a lighter note. We're gonna get to some breaking news. Now, breaking news. It may not be breaking to y'all because it actually been all over the news. So y'all probably didn't heard it in one way or another. One of my favorite boxers. Undefeated. Can't touch the boy. You couldn't touch him if he let you. Floyd Money Mayweather. Mm-mm-mm. And the crazy thing about it, Floyd Mayweather's birthday is actually a day after mine. My birthday is February 23rd. His is the 24th. But that's neither here nor there. They at that boy neck, man. I'm talking about 50 was at him. Stephen A had something to say about him. Let me get y'all up to date. I don't know if you've been sleeping under a rock, but if you have, and you ain't heard, that one of the highest paid athletes, not boxer, athletes of all time, is going through some financial issues. It's sad. To the point where people are suing him, suing this man, saying they invested with him. They put money into things, and he didn't follow up on his end of the bargain. The IRS is claiming that he owes over $22 million in back taxes. Allegedly. I'm not, this is the news that they're putting out there. But who knows? Some of these things can be tactics they use to tarnish people. Because lately, all the black billionaires been taking hits. Some of them deservedly so. Some of them, you just don't know. You can only go with what's put out there. The information that's out there. 50 Cent was even saying he owns the Money Team logo. For whatever reason, Floyd was in this situation. Floyd was locked up. That's what happened. Floyd was locked up at the time. I guess his team was having a little bit of legal issues. And of course, 50 Cent, being a troll that he is, pounced on it. Hey, y'all need a little bit of money? All right, well, you know it's gonna cost you something to get something from me. No, I don't want it back. Let me get that logo. No, I don't want the company. I just want to buy the logo. Petty. That nigga 50 petty, boy. When I say this nigga gotta be the pettiest nigga in the world. Now, the media claims that the retired boxer, Floyd Money Mayweather, one of the GOATs, spent over 400 million. Not 400 million acquiring dozens of New York City apartment buildings. Good sports. I mean, good money move. Good money move. I mean, that's what the money man's supposed to do. You're supposed to make boss moves. So he spent 400 million getting all these apartment buildings. I think it was something like, I want to say it was about 60 something apartment buildings he acquired. And now they're claiming it was a scam. It was all a scam. And it's crazy to think about it, man. Like, it's sad. It's sad, man. It's sad in this aspect. Where is your financial team? Where is your financial advisors? How do you go from being one of the highest paid athletes of all time to this? To this? There's no way. But just a couple years ago, you flossing $1 million watches. I ain't hating, and I ain't pocket watching. It's your money. Do what you want to do with it. When I see it, I'm like, oh, I want to have it like that one day. But I'm looking at it from an aspect of, damn, he got it that like that. He can do it like that because he had never go broke. That was in my mind. I'm like, there's no way Floyd Money Mayweather could ever go broke. How? How? You worth billions. You were getting hundreds of millions per fight. Now you resort to this, scamming people. Hey, that's broke nigga tendencies right there. Like, something got to be wrong. Like, bro, come on now, man. This, it's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing to see one of my people going through this, and you just had it all, and you got to resort to this. You ain't had no people you could have contacted. Hey, the money getting a little low, man. I need a little. Hey, can I do a little sponsorship? Something. You plugged in, you connected. You just, I don't get it, man. And that's why I said it's embarrassing, because you don't hear this with the white celebrities. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, black people. I got to be honest about this one. You don't hear this with too many white celebrities. Not after being a billion up. You hear this about like the slum type people. Yeah, you know, the people that got in, they was doing all that, you know what I'm saying, the stuff with the kids. Yeah, them people deserve to have it taken away. But I'm talking about the solid people. Once they get up there, they never coming back down, and they leaving it for generation after generation after generation. I don't really know too many black people that ever got left behind nothing when somebody passed. I know maybe one person that I can think of right offhand. Two. I know two I can think of right offhand. But that's it. Everybody else I know, whoever got any kind of inheritance, was white. And me being a former life insurance agent, I've heard people say it. I've tried to sell people life insurance, and they're like, bro, when I'm gone, what the fuck I want to leave something behind for? I want to spend everything while I'm here. I'm like, you don't want to leave nothing for your family? They'd be all right. Shit, they got their own shit. Like, damn, okay. Like, I know some people do it just to get off the phone call. Or they just want to be assholes. But it's some people who really, truly don't give a fuck. And it's more of them than it is of the people who really, truly believe in leaving something behind for their family, even if it's not with life insurance. Because that's why I got out of life insurance. Because you can have a savings plan without life insurance. But the thing, insurance really is for accidental death. That's for accidental, because you can tell yourself, okay, I'll make 100,000 a year. So if I stack for the next 20 years, I'll be good. But what if you die in two? What if you get disabled in two? I'm not gonna even say die. I'm not gonna would, because I don't want nobody. What if you get disabled and you're no longer able to perform your job functions? So that 100,000 a year you was making is down to way less. So now that plan didn't work. But you know what I'm saying? That's for the people who, you know what I'm saying? But if you already got money put away, hey, cool. And I'm not trying to encourage people to get life insurance or nothing like that. I'm not trying to discourage you from getting life insurance, because it works both ways. If you're financially able to, I would suggest it, just for any accident. or you know what I'm saying? And they also do well, depending on what company you go with, some of them do actually do um accidental death or like disability or dismemberment. So if you get disabled or you get dismembered somehow or you die, whichever one of those happen, you get that insurance money. It's in the contract. You just got to make sure you get the right one. But that's a whole nother story. But what I'm saying is, we don't really leave money behind for people. Most of us, and it's not even a stingy thing. Most of us just don't have it to leave behind because we go through like paycheck to paycheck, never having enough to really get up enough to leave something behind, or never really truly having enough to start a business because it's rough. I mean, most people after they pay all their bills and shit, you know what I'm saying? All they got is enough to get them through the next 2 weeks. They don't got nothing they can put away. Everything taken care of though. The kids fine, everybody good. They good too. They got their couple dollars, but it's like I just got enough. I got barely enough to get through the next 2 weeks. So from that aspect, I understand why it's harder for us to leave things behind, but that's why you just got to have a plan in place. Try to create a plan. Try to get a side hustle. Try to get something just so you can hustle, stack the side money, and then start something with it. Start a business, invest. A lot of times we try to jump right into starting businesses, but sometimes we just have to find businesses we can invest in. Like if we know a small business or a business that's just taking off, you can just, if you buy into a partnership. So all of the overhead isn't on you, but some of the profit you get to take home. Just because you may have seen this partnership. How much would it cost for me to buy a percentage of this? How much would it cost for me to buy a share of this company? You'd be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Some people, you'll be surprised. You would never know unless you ask. But those are the things we can do so that way we can have that extra money to leave behind for somebody. Especially if you got children or a significant other, and if you're taking care of that person and you're no longer able to take care of that person, then you're gonna feel terrible, like knowing that, damn, I don't got nothing to put away. It happens, you don't got to beat yourself up about it because it happens. But you always gonna have that in the back of your mind, like, dang, what if? You want to roll up, shit? You always gonna have that in the back of your mind. So, but I'll jump on to a different topic, something a little bit less serious. It's not as deep, but it is kind of deep because it happens a lot, and I'm starting to see it more. And I want to know what y'all think in the comments. Why it's happening? Why do y'all think so many of our entertainers, black billionaires, are pretty much being blacklisted? Some of them deservingly, like I said earlier, some of them deservingly, if the allegations against them are true. But it seemed like, I'm not going to say under attack because that make it sound way too dramatic. Is it just that these people been dirty and now all they dirt coming to the light? Or is it a different agenda? Because either way it go, is neither one of them is good. Because if these people been dirty like that, doing all this stuff, and it's like, damn, as a kid, you used to look up to some of these people. especially if you were an inspiring artist or you wanted to be a producer or you just wanted to be a boss in general. You looked up to the people you thought were doing the right things, getting their money the right way. You know what I'm saying? They looking good out there with the business suit. You like, I wanna be like that one day. I want to be at a round table making $1 million deals with people. But now all of them is just like going to jail, multiple allegations against them, being blacklisted, being called everything but their name. But it is. I mean, it is. It. I don't. Well, I can't say it is. It could be something going on, or maybe it ain't. But that's why I want to know what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think that these people are getting it deservingly because they've been dirty? They should just come into the light now? Or you think it's some kind of other agenda to get the black billionaires out the way for whatever reason? Something to think about. But like I said, I wasn't gonna make the live too long. I'm gonna end the live on this note. I want y'all to think about this when the next time you pick up your device, are you streaming, are you watching TV, you got your phone, you listening to the radio in your car. Like, y'all know what radio waves are, right? Like everything has to have a transmission sent to it for us to receive it. Wi-Fi, everything like that. So it's probably like a bunch of connections around me now because I got Wi-Fi, my neighbor got Wi-Fi, we all got phones. So when you just think about that, like just visualize the waves coming from your phone, the waves coming from all your devices. It has to go up and hit some kind of satellite ping back, whatever. So basically, 24 hours a day, we just being blasted with waves. I'm talking about just like blasted with waves. Like maybe some of it is not as intense, depending on where you work at, depending on how much traffic is in your neighborhood and things of that nature. But for the people who like working like busy downtowns, or you working like a 50-story building, you know what I'm saying, where every floor got like like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these floors have like different offices and different business in these buildings, and all of these people are usually running off their own signals. They got their phone, they got to send data back and forth to their home base, because most of the time this is just a little office that they are just using as like a little miniature call center or whatever the case may be, or a little hair salon, whatever they may be using that office space for. Everybody needs Wi-Fi, and it's no way to really stop the waves because we need them. The reason I brought it up is just the since we know that we're always being bombarded with all these waves, just do your best to try to take care of yourself, eat better, be healthier, because this shit we can't block. But the one thing we can do is try our best to take care of ourselves, because we never gonna be able to just, I mean, what you gonna wear like a aluminum foil suit and shit? That shit probably ain't gonna even work. I mean, who knows? Shit. In the future, it may be required with all this, you know what I'm saying, 5G and all this shit, and all. I mean, the G's gonna just keep going up. Eventually, we gonna be up to fucking 12G. And I mean, that's when you just gonna be really getting blasted with waves. And I don't know if they have any effects on the body. I'm like I said, I'm not a scientist. I just think about shit like that at night when my anxiety hit me and I'm trying to go to sleep. I mean, I did a little research on it. Like, it's not much information out there. They say it's harmless, but who knows? Shit, who knows? Could these frequencies be throwing off your frequency? making you angry for whatever reason because you getting a radio frequency blasted to your brain or some other shit. You don't hear it, you just getting the frequency because that's what it is, the frequency. When you hop in your car, no matter where you drive, that radio still gonna, you may hear a little static, but that radio still gonna play. So that means that frequency is already there. That bitch is there before you start your car. Your car just receiving the frequency. So that means even as you walking out to the car, your body receiving the frequency. Or it may not be receiving it. I don't know if that's the word to use, but you know what I'm saying? So just do your best to take care of yourself, eat healthy, work out. You know, we all got some things we do that's not the healthiest, but try our best to balance it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to judge nobody because I smoke a little, sip a little. You know, we all do our one too. So I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm just letting y'all know, take care of yourself because this world ain't gonna take care of you. Shit, this world gonna hurt you before it take care of you. But you get what you put out. So you're doing the right things, taking care of your body, you putting out good love. Hopefully the earth sending that back to you. And with that being said, I appreciate y'all spending y'all time with me. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe button. Let me know. Let me know how y'all feeling in the chat about topics we talked about, things I should have talked about. Maybe it was topics I missed within subtopics I was talking about. Channel just starting. We trying to get this thing off the ground. So hey, one step at a time, one live at a time. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all being in this one. So make sure y'all tune in to the next one. Keep rocking with your boy, Juice Taylor. T Wade wasn't in the building today, but that's cool. You know, we're gonna have a lot more other hosts coming in as well. T Wade, usually on the live. So shout out to my boy T Wade. We probably catch him on the next one, but we got a few surprises for y'all. We got a few people on the roster, few interesting people on the roster that I think y'all gonna be interested in meeting. But y'all got to show me some love. Give me up to 1,000 subs, and we'll really start unleashing on this channel because I got a few more hosts I want to bring on. I got a few more interesting topics I want to touch on. And I want to hear a few of my people's thoughts on things. I don't only just want to hear me. I don't only just want to hear Wade. I mean, I don't mind hearing me. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind hearing my boy Wade, you know what I mean? But we want to get everybody perspective on some of these things. So, and I want y'all perspective too in the comments. So we're gonna keep tapping in. Make sure y'all run us up. And I'll catch y'all on the next live. Juice Taylor out.